Hello, and welcome. My name is Frank, the Women Counselor. Today, you are welcome to my live stream. Yeah, so we are in the final stages of uh, BYU registration, and by the end of this week, Saturday, the whole registration will come to a close. So today, uh, I'm sharing with you one important tip you have to know as a student. There's an update coming up, which is a BYU Student Orientation. Okay, and with the student orientation, that is where we brief students on what they have to do, what they don't have to do. I mean, the do's and don'ts of BYU pathway, what you are expected of as a student. We take into account all of this, and then we prepare the students for classes ahead of time. So if you are a BYU student, I mean, this is a great opportunity for you to learn one or two things. If you haven't received any message instructing you or giving you guide on how to attend the orientation, you can check your email. I'm sure the email is there. The link should be there for you to join the orientation. Okay, it's just simple. So I'm going to share a video with you here. What you are going to expect under the orientation. So under the orientation, BYU Pathway Directors and Board of Directors will show you a video. Sharing my screen now. Yeah, so this will be the orientation. Um, okay. So let's listen. Let's listen to the.
Welcome to BYU Pathway Worldwide. I'm JD Griffith, Vice President of Administration here at BYU Pathway. I'd like to congratulate you on your important decision to pursue education. The choice will bless you throughout the rest of your life. Whether you are just starting school or returning after a break, we're glad to have you with us. Joining BYU Pathway Worldwide and progress toward your goals is an exciting step. You may be nervous about a few things, and this is completely normal. You might be wondering what you're supposed to do first, where you can ask questions and receive support, and specific things you can do to be successful. Don't worry. All of these questions and more will be answered in this webinar. I know what it's like to feel anxious about going back to school. Several years ago, I began having promptings that I too should go back to school. However, with 5 young children at home, a full-time job, and a busy church calling, I could not comprehend the idea of also enrolling in school. With the love of a supportive wife, I trusted in the Lord and chose to enroll in an online graduate program. Now, during that time, I learned no one is alone when pursuing education. The Lord will always help you. And at BYU Pathway Worldwide, so will your instructor, your peers, and your service missionaries, if you are in a Pathway Connect location. Now, here are a few things you'll learn in this new student orientation video. First, you'll see a video that will introduce you to your student portal. Then you'll hear from students like you who share their tips on how to be successful. That discussion will be led by our Vice President of Student Success. And finally, you'll hear a special welcome message from Clark G. Gerber, the President of BYU Pathway Worldwide. Please remember, each of us is here to support you as you balance your studies along with your many other responsibilities. We know you can do it.
Now that you are an official BYU Pathway student, you have access to a personalized student portal. This portal is your BYU Pathway homepage. Be sure to bookmark or save it. From the portal, you can find contact information for your Pathway missionaries, access your online courses, pay tuition, find inspirational messages and videos, and much more. Information on the portal changes often, so we encourage you to review this page each time you access your Pathway Connect courses. Also on the portal, you will find a link to the new student checklist. This checklist will lead you through important steps to help you prepare to start your first semester. Included on the checklist are directions about downloading necessary software, a course navigation tutorial, as well as other important dates and information for you to become familiar with. If it has not already happened, you will soon be assigned to a Pathway Connect gathering group consisting of other new BYU Pathway students. Pathway missionaries will be assigned to the group and will provide additional information about what to expect as the start of the semester approaches. Depending on your location, missionaries will attempt to meet with you prior to the beginning of the semester to discuss your goals, explain more about the program, and answer additional questions you have. If you have not heard from your Pathway missionaries by the start of the semester, please feel free to reach out to them. Again, their contact information can be found on your student portal. When the semester starts, your student portal will provide you with a link to any online Pathway Connect courses you are enrolled in. For each course, you will have an online instructor who will help guide you through the weekly lessons and assignments. Be sure to read all their emails and announcements. They will also be available to answer any course-related questions you have. The courses are split up into 14 lessons, and you will be expected to complete one lesson each week, with assignments due typically each Wednesday and Saturday evening. Be sure to plan ahead to allow plenty of time to complete all your assignments before the due dates. We know it may take a few weeks to learn how best to navigate the courses and to get into a consistent study routine. To help with this, the first few weeks of Pathway Connect courses will not contain as many assignments as in later weeks. As part of your Pathway Connect experience, you will gather once a week with other new students, typically on Wednesday or Thursday evenings. Understandably, many students are nervous about attending, but we have found as students meet, study with, support, and teach one another at these weekly gatherings, it often becomes the most enjoyable and helpful part of their Pathway Connect experience. Before your first gathering, you will be able to find your gathering, meeting place, and time on your student portal.
All right, so let me break in.
BYU Pathway is dedicated to providing support for you.
Let me break in here and explain whatever they're talking about. Now, tomorrow, on Friday, there will be a new student orientation. And that new student orientation is what they're talking about. This orientation is to brief students to allow them understand what they should expect. Now, in that orientation, they are going to welcome you firstly and teach you what you have to do. Now, how you can access your portal, the important notes in the portal, your due date, your assignment, your canvas. They will explain all of this to you and give you a hand-on experiences on how you can be able to navigate the portal, the whole portal system. Because when they start the course or when they start the program, the unfortunate thing is that some students are unable to find their way. Okay, unable to find their way. They are unable to understand how the portal work itself. So that that orientation is just there to help you understand. Now, in the canvas or in the portal, it explains a lot. There are so many tabs there that sometimes get students confused. And those are the explanations they are going to give on that day for you to understand so that you will not fail. You also meet some students who are coming all around the world. Ghana, Nigeria, Cote d'Ivoire, Senegal, US, the whole country, all over the world. You see students, they will share their experiences, how excited they are. These are some of the things that you'll be updated on that day. Yes, come. So sorry. So these are some of the things you'll be updated on that you should be expecting. These are these are the whole thing about the new student orientation. I want you to take the opportunity. Now, listen, it is not compulsory. If you don't want to join, it's not compulsory. But you're going to find you're going to miss a lot, and you're going to find your way throughout the time. And so it will be very good for you to spend about 10 minutes of your time or 5 minutes of your time and join and listen to what they have to say, and then run back to whatever work you are in. I hope this information helps you and get you more prepared. Made a statement that yes, they know that most of you will be are so anxious and are feeling overwhelmed already because yes, you are thinking about how to combine work with study. Yes, it happens to everybody. But they understand that yes, if you pursue that is a lost direction, you grow in your space. I hope this helps, and I hope that you have taken something out of this. In case you start the program and you are finding a problem, you are not able to navigate, find your way properly, you can reach out to me. I'll be always there to help you and help you succeed. My name is Frank. I'm an enrollment counselor at BYU Pathway. My email is in the description. You can chat me at any point in time. I'll be there to help you out. Also, lastly, we have our registration for Block 5 ending this coming Saturday. If you are not registered and you feel like you want to register, you need to be registered. You can contact us, and then we'll help you get into the system. Yeah. So if there's any question, just drop it in my descriptions. I will just come back to attend to all of the questions. Yeah. See you in my next vlog.